Hello everybody, it is your boy, Badsome! And welcome to the official first episode of Building Baldi's Schoolhouse. And listen to this. A long time ago, maybe a year ago, I started a series of exactly this. And you know what? I was lazy. I didn't care about it. I just didn't care overall. And you know what? Everyone loved it, and I never completed it. I am so sorry. So today, we're going to be redoing it. So if you guys have builded it, I suggest you restart with me, because there's going to be a part out almost all the time. I'll try to get one out almost every day. But if I don't, you can yell at me a little bit. But listen, I'm going to try to get good with this one, okay? I'm going to make sure that this build is a really good build, okay? Let's get started. Alright, so firstly, go into the building, and I go down into the inventory or whatever, and you can, for the walls, you can use this. You can use anything for the walls. Those are just suggestions to make it look as close to the schoolhouse as you can, but use anything you want. You're gonna also need to go into the sandstone category. I like to go into the cut sandstone, just because it's kind of always been my thing. I don't know why. I think it just looks fancy. And then we go to the natural things. I don't know what it's called, but you go there, and then you go into the stone, and you go all the way over to diorite. That is used for the ceiling. And if you go back into this, that one with a bed and torch and water, you find the sea lantern, which I like to use for the lights. And that is currently all you need. So I'd like you to, this is the first part. So build up like this, just like that. And after you do that, do this. I may be wrong a few times, so correct me if I am. So I want you to do a little curve like this, I'll give you a few minutes to analyze it. So basically, this is the doorway, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2 pot poles, 2 blocks away from each other, and then they connect on the top. Then, there's a window, which we'll put the glass in later. But, after the poles, you go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 on the top and bottom of them. And then you make those connect. And you do that on the other side as well. Next, I'd say put another layer of blocks on top for extra, because otherwise the school will have a low ceiling. And I personally don't like that. If you want to have low ceiling, it's fine by me, because I don't get to pick what you do. Okay, next thing you do is you build up here, 4 blocks up, right beside this on both sides. You then go 1, 2, 3, all the way up, all the way. I suggest you don't put the iPad or whatever you're using to the side or go out of the app while listening to watch this, because I seem to mess up a lot. Or I actually go 4. Go 4, because I sometimes, the way I speak faster than I speak before I think. Yeah, that's what I do. But let's just keep going. So you go through here. After that, you basically cut under this all. I like to just do this. 1 second, let me patch that. I like to cut it all out over here, especially under the doorway. Like this, just like this. 1 block under, and then replace it with your sand. I like to do that because the sand really does look like the floor in the hallways from Baldi. What you're gonna want to do now is you're gonna want to start from over here on the top and line the diorite out like this. Exactly like this, going 3 blocks up, on the 4th block up, you build on it. And then, there it goes. I'm not sure I fully remember, but I think you do this, and then you do this, and then this again. because this might give some people OCD, but this is what the ceiling looks like where the first ever exit is. Want proof? Just download a Baldi game and look at the ceiling above. It's really weird. If you want to put it in a straight line and get rid of that weird look, I'd do that. But if you don't want to, if you want to follow me, you definitely can. Okay, next thing you want to do is get some glass. I like to get the full block glass because in Baldi, textures are 2D, and you can't really tell if it's 3D or you can't really tell if it's a literal block or it's a plane or it's a pane. It's a pan. I don't even know how to say it. But now we're gonna shoot for the doors, and the doors are yellow. So if you have experiments on, use the bamboo door. But if you don't, use the birch door. And if you want to use any other door, fine by me. I like to use this door because it resembles the yellow doors from Baldi. I think it's really cool also. Because, I mean, looks good, looks like Baldi. Next thing you're going to want to do, for the flowers on the side, there's little pots and then flowers on the side. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get some dirt. You're going to want to get a trap door, which I want to use the browns because the whatever it is brown, the pot, and we can't use a literal pot because the plant will be too small. And then you use a dead bush. I learned this from somewhere. You'll see in a minute. You put dirt. Let me just grab that dirt because I just let go of it on accident, and I just accidentally did that. Grab the dirt and repeat that on the other side. Then add the dead bush on there too, and then go into the nature. It's somewhere in the nature. It's gotta be. Oh yes, there it is. Then there's azalea. I hope I'm saying that right. Use the azalea, and then put it on the dead bush. You ain't so dead anymore, are you, dead bush? Haha. Okay, put them on both sides, and it doesn't look the best, and I didn't learn from the best, but it's okay. Next thing you do is, after finished with the exit, which probably looks really cool. I mean, I don't really make cool stuff, but I bet you guys will. Okay, you go, after you're finished with this exit, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, out. And you continue to do that all the way down here. Basically like making more out around here. And I'm sorry if you can't hear me over all this dirt breaking. I turned it down so you guys could hear me better, just to make sure. Okay, now you put all the... Whoa. What is going on? Whoa! I'm sorry, guys. I just experienced something weird. Whoa, I'm building 2 at once when I click once. I have to fix that. Alright, that was weird, but it was kind of cool at the same time. Okay, so basically you just fill that up, just like me. And then, I like to do this. I like to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have to go 11 times down there, come back, delete through all of this, break all of the grass, kind of like that, and then immediately fill up this small hole with the sandstone. Also, I repeat that on the other side. I don't know how many blocks I digged. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Going 1, 2, 3, 4. I messed up. And then going all the way back, connecting with that. Then breaking all the grass here. And then filling the small hole with sandstone. Remember, I use the cut sandstone. You use whatever you want. It's up to you. It's your ideas. It's your idea to use any building things you want. You're just watching me as a tutorial, which you can tell my videos suck. But you guys are supporting me and helping me to make better videos. So thank you. But now, you basically go, like, trace. It's hard to explain. Trace around this. And then build a wall on the side of it, all the way up, just like we did all over there. And then repeat that action on the other side. Going over here, making another wall. and boom, you have an almost finished hallway. Almost finished. Repeat that action on the other side, the opposite side of your build, and then build all the way up, build 4 blocks up, and you got a wall, 2 walls, and let me just finish this side. I think this is looking okay pretty far. It's looking okay right now. It might get worse, but you never know. Okay, next thing you do, you start putting it on the ceiling. This is another cool part. So go there like this, and basically like aligning it around the ceiling, the diorite. Then do the same thing on this side. And yes, you are allowed to do this. And then, I'm sorry if I have the sniffles. It's the pollen. I'm gonna have an allergic reaction to it, so sorry about that. And then you do this action right here. I don't know why I call it action. I'm sorry. I do this. It probably looks a lot different in the game. In Baldi, the ceiling and tiles are probably different, and I'm being unorganized, and I'm sorry about that. It's just like the fatty I am. I shouldn't say that about myself, but still, I am lazy. So, yeah. And after you put those sea lanterns like that, basically the lights, fill in those small gaps with the diorite. And once you are finished with that, it'll look about like the ceiling in Baldi. I picked out the diorite when I was younger, much younger. I always used the diorite as a ceiling, and I still do it today. Till today. It's really cool, to be honest. After that, you go on the end of the hallway, and you build like this. Basically building like an opening around there, and then doing the same action around again. Then filling the little empty part with cut sandstone. Then you grab the bamboo door or the birch door, your choice, whatever door you want, and then closing that hallway with a bamboo door, any door you want. And then repeat that action on the other side of the hall, doing it again inside, and then filling up the empty part, which I keep filling one of my, it's hard to explain. Fill up the empty gap, and then do the bamboo door. And boom, it's looking really good so far. Next thing you do is you go like this. So if you can see the open spot right here, what you need to do is you need to make a hallway here. So follow this. What you do is you go 1, 2, 3, building more wall up. Don't ask why I didn't do this earlier. I'm trying to make it as simple as I can for you guys. And in doing so, I stutter and I have trouble. And I'm sorry about that. And next thing here is you fill this up with the cut sandstone. I just made a big mess. I'm sorry. It'll repair. So now we have this, and now we put walls right here and go all the way down here. This side is a little bit different. It's weird to understand, but right here, you make a small passageway right there, and then you fill all around it, and then you go over here, but you don't do the same on this side. Kind of the same. On this side, you go 3 blocks farther, and then you do that. Or should it be 4? Let's do 4, because it'll make it look better. Okay, so you go 4 blocks after that door, you go 4 blocks after the passageway, and then switch to the other side, make another passageway, which will most likely look like this. And boom, we're almost finished with this hallway right here. Make one more wall part, or whatever you want to call it, and then do the same you did that long time ago. You build up, make a big passageway, then you do this, filling it up again, filling that gap with the cut sandstone, and putting the bamboo doors in, your choice. And then you fill the empty part up with cut sandstone. Firstly, you break all the grass that is currently in this spot, and you replace it with the sandstone, which I find that part really satisfying, and I don't know why. I guess it's just been a satisfying thing for me. Then we have that, and there we go. We're almost done with the hallway, I mean. Then you grab your ceiling supplies, and you put one part here. And this looks weird, but I like to do this. I like to put the sea lantern in this kind of position. I go 2 blocks, repeat that action, go 2 blocks again, do that action again, 2 more blocks, and do that action 1 more time. And I am sorry, I probably forgot to, I just filled it up with quartz instead of diorite. I probably forgot to say this, so you guys might be mixed up. So go back to the hallway here. If you go over here, the hallway is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, I got it right. 11 blocks long, just like the other hallways. And I think it's gonna look good so far. And it's raining again. We are finished with the hallways, but you're not off scot-free because we still have 1 more thing to do. Make it 2 actually. So go into your inventory, go to the wool in the brick place or whatever, click blue wool, bring it to your inventory, and I want you to keep the quartz blocks, the diorite, and the sea lanterns. That's probably all you need to keep. Now you trace around. It's hard to explain. Basically, you just make a big outline right here, connecting between these two. It's really weird, but after you make that outline, you now cut that out. And this can take a while, and also cut under the door. This can take a while, but it's really worth it in the end because, well, it's a Baldi schoolhouse in Minecraft. It's cool overall. We're gonna go down here, and we're gonna finish cutting this. I don't know. I feel like I need to really find a good editor app and just, speed this up. Make a separate video ASMR. No, I'm just kidding. But after you're 100% finished with that, you fill up this big hole with the blue wool, which, if you do not know, the carpet is blue in the classrooms, and the blue wool is probably the thing that resembles the carpet in Baldi the most. And remember, this is the classic schoolhouse. I will be doing much more later in the series, but right now we're going to focus on the Baldi schoolhouse. I feel like the classrooms are really fun to make because, well, they have this real cool vibe to it or whatever. It's hard to explain. And I may have made a mistake, but right here, remember this, right here, which is this hallway, build on this, the carpet, and go like that, connecting it, and then finish building it up, making a wall all the way up. And once you're finished with that, it's going to look really good. And if it looks a little bit too big to you, that's okay, because when you win the final product, it'll for some reason look much smaller. I usually like to leave the ceiling for the end, because then it's much easier to furnish. For the doors, I like to use the warped, because that's a blue door. And it looks kind of like the classroom door, And now, next thing you do is watch this. You go into this, I'm pretty sure, actually. Oh yes, you go into the brick place, you take a scaffolding, if you want, which actually I'm having second thoughts about. Yeah, I'll keep the scaffolding. Take a scaffolding, and then go into the stairs, and take any kind of stairs you want. I like to take the oak stairs, because they resemble the color the most. And then place the scaffolding about like this. I like to do this in kind of like weird positions, and the reason why kind of like this is because in Baldi not all desks are fully organized. And, they still can look a bit organized, but not fully. It's hard to explain. But yeah, after you finish with all the scaffoldings, you put these stairs on them, or in front of them, behind them, and look at that, you have some seats. If you'd like to add more, I'm not the boss of you. You can make as many desks as you want. The world in this map, the world is yours. And I'm gonna add another desk actually. There's space. If there's a logical place, which there isn't. So wait a minute. Ooh. Okay, there we go. Now you go back into your inventory and you grab an oak plank. And also, while you're in there, I like to grab one of the oak trapdoors. Now, you go here. I might have trouble remembering this at one point. In this classroom, the desk is very, very close to the students. So basically, just do this. Put 3 oak slabs together. And after that, you put 3 oak trapdoors on top of all of them. After that, you delete the middle one. And look at that, you have your own teacher desk. Listen, I hate to say it, but we're not going to be adding any desk things or whatever. Unless, this is just a test, people. So don't copy me unless it works. Unless you want to. Down. Oh, it works! Okay, second thought, we'll add that later. Now, we have our first classroom. Now, before we create the ceiling, apparently I found out another cool thing. So, another cool detail you can add. So put some candles on here if you'd like. Put them on any desk, a few candles on any desk. And then take this kind of candle as well. Take a white candle, take the regular candle, and just put them on some desks, because it makes them look like the paper that's on the desk. And last color is usually yellow or black. So I'm gonna take black, because that color is one of my favorite colors. Take that, and use that. Keep spawning them. Whatever, sorry. And, well, there you have it. I'm going to take one more white candle and put it on the side of the teacher's desk, just for the heck of it. I can't. Dang it. But anyway, go back into your inventory. Go back to the nature thing. Go to the stone again. Take the dial right, then go back into the place where the bed is or whatever, and replace anything with one of those lights, which I already have the light. I'm having a seizure right now. Basically, so when you have dial right and the sea lantern again, you are ready to work on the ceiling again. So what I like to do with the ceiling, just like I did out in the hallway, I'm going to do this, 1, 2, and then, from what I remember, wait a minute, because they're not crossing each other. I guess we'll just do that. So put this, and then 1, 2, then put some more, 2 gap, 1, 2, then fill up those gaps, fill that up, cover it basically, and put 2 layers of blocks over here, and then repeat that, and keep repeating until the ceiling reaches the other wall. And your classroom might be bigger than mine or whatever, and I just suggest you keep doing this, unless you want to make the ceiling a different way. It's all up to you, and I keep reminding you about that, so I should probably stop pulling on your leg in the annoying way, and start staying to the subject we're on. Ha ha! Anyway, now we go in here, and look at you! You, if you made it this far, you have just created your first classroom. Bravo! Now we have our second classroom. Just like the first one, I personally like, just like the first one, I'd like to trace all around the perimeter of this little place, and then, just like last time, cut it out, which I keep digging in there. Gosh dang it. And fill it up. Basically create a hole around here, and digging all this dirt out. Remember, it takes a little bit. Just gotta be patient. It's gonna turn out really well in the end. I promise, people. Gotta trust me. Gotta trust your man Banson. If you don't, it's fine by me. Anyway. Also, thank you for 500 subs, was it? I still haven't fully gave out like a what are they called again? Okay, just whatever. Get the blue wool again. I'm gonna finish that sentence. I haven't really made a celebration yet, so I guess this is like 10%, not even, of the way of saying thank you for 500 subscribers. So like a little percentage of it of the thank you surprise is a new series of that remake, restarting the BB Plus series, and all that other stuff. And I need to stay on topic because now, from where I am, we are now filling that hole up with the wool. We are already finished. I will give you a few more seconds to finish that. Remember, pause the video if you need a second. Don't rush yourself. I believe in you. You're gonna make one of the coolest schools. I promise, dude. Dudes and dudettes. I feel like I might have offended a few people saying dudes and not dudettes. But anyway, so pause the video if you're not fully done. But now I like to trace around. I like to trace around where I like to trace around the perimeter, and I'm using fancy words now. Perimeter, and I like to trace around the perimeter of the carpet, and you basically just finish that wall. And after you are finished with this, remember, pause the video. And the rain is coming again. Rain. What are we gonna do with you? Anyway. So, we have the diorite and the seed lantern. I'll give you a second to get your supplies back for the ceiling, if you don't have it already. And while I'm at it, I'm gonna put a door for this classroom. Okay, and remember, pause the video if you're stumped. I am now going to make the desk in here, for some reason a little early. And, come on, I'm going to, just like this. This desk isn't so pushed out, so put 1, 2, 3, put those oak trapdoors on top, and cut in the middle, and you got that desk. And then you get scaffolding, and you put it all over. Put it all over. This kind of classroom is a little bit more organized, so I wouldn't be fully off with it. Keep this going. Basically, and I put the seats behind it, which basically are the oak stairs, and I just messed up there, so I'll just delete that desk, I guess. Put that there, that, and here's a little something that you guys might not know about. So in Baldi's Basics, in this classroom right here, for some reason, there's a desk that doesn't have a chair. So there's no chair. It's just a desk in the corner. It's weird, I know. If you got that stupid OCD, if you got OCD and you're having trouble, you're like, no, it needs to be perfect. I feel ya. But if you do, I'd say put a seat there. But yeah, you now have this almost finished. I'll grab the candles again, and you're welcome to do the same. I'll put this on the desk. Put one on here as well. Then I'll grab the white candles and I'll put some on there. Put some too. 1, 2, 1, 2. And then last but not least, grab the black candle. 1, 2, and 1, 2. And I'm gonna make a third actually. There we go. Looking really good. Last but not least, we got the ceiling. So what you do here is you make a line here, and then do exactly what I did, unless you don't want to. Do this, like a 2-block gap, and do that again, 2-block gap, and that again. Keep repeating that, and I will fill this up. Basically, keep repeating that action. Put a 2-block gap like this as well. Dang it, I'm sorry, I keep messing up a little bit here and there, but it's okay. Put that, do another repeat that action on here. Fill up the gaps, like always, and put a 2-layered gap or whatever. Repeat that action one more time because that's all I can fit in here, I'm pretty sure. Fill it up. Fill her up. Put a 2-block layer. I'm pretty sure that's all I can fit. And actually, I do have one more thing to do. And, well, there you have it. You have just made a cool Baldi schoolhouse. There is a surprise at the end, which has an extra thing to it. So if you want to watch that, you're 100% welcome to. It's at the end of the video. But you just created your own Baldi school. Or the start of it, at least. This is only episode 1. You'll see episode 2 out really soon. Maybe tonight, maybe whenever. We'll see. But that's the start of the Baldi school. This is basically the first part where you spawn and stuff. I think it's really good. And I hope that you guys don't even have to give credit to me. Okay, if your friend comes over and you show them the Baldi schoolhouse, don't say, "Oh, I got the tutorial from Badsum." Take the credit and say you did it. Cause I'm not gonna be one of those people who be like, "Oh, I need credit, I want credit." I'm not one of those people. I don't really care. Like, I did some hard work, it's fine. It's not really hard work to me. But yeah, you just did it. Great job, okay? I will see you in the next video. I love you all. Feed your pets. Like, subscribe, hit that bell, unless you're not signed in. If you aren't, hello. And I will see you later. Bye.